Hello everyone, welcome back to another video from Buddy the Prime. And today, me and Buddy the Prime will be customizing a Transformers Blokees figure. Yes, buddy, so, the figure we have today is the Series 2 Inferno, and we'll be turning him into the character Artfire. And there'll be a picture of artfire going up a stream right about now. Right there. Right about now. Okay, Buddy Prime. Let's start this custom. Yes, buddy. So, first things first. So, artfire is white. So, if you are wondering what paint I use, what paint I will be using for this, it is the Folk Art Matte Titanium White. Okay. So, I just gotta figure out how to, there we go. So, sorry if the camera's a bit shaky, so start things off. Let's get that. Wait, so if the camera's a bit shaky, so to start things off, let's start off by, here. So, you first off by removing the head, and you can start painting. Now, this is a duplicate, by the way, just so you know. This is a duplicate figure. So, instead of, it's like pulling out paint, I am just dipping it in the thing just to make it easier. Okay. So, to make it easier to paint, let's disassemble the figure to make it easier to paint. There goes the body. Uh-oh. So, first, let's paint the back. So, the figure is, let me get an actual paintbrush. Hang on. I need an actual paintbrush. So, let's go and do a nice layer of white on here. Now, remember, when you are painting, there is no mistakes, only happy accidents. True, Buddy the Prime, that is true. So, just get that out of the way. So, okay, so I have my reference next to me, and I will, and for the painting of this figure, let me adjust my mic. And for the painting of this figure, it will mainly be based off of the Generation Select version. Okay. So in order to get only little bits of, in order to get only little bits of paint, what I do is I have a tool like this, and I dip it into the thing in order to get only little bits of paint, so I don't get a ton. Of paint. But basically, you just like paint it however you want it to. And if you want to see more Blokees videos, and also more customizing Blokees videos, make sure to subscribe, because if you do, and you like as well, then I will do more when I get more duplicates. Obviously, yeah. So this process takes a while. Art does take a while. And painting is no easy task, especially with projects like this. Painting is a very difficult task. It's also difficult when you have a camera set up. Okay, let me get the torso to make it easier. Let me get the torso on, so I'm gonna hold the torso piece on to it as I am painting, just to make it a bit easier. With the torso piece on. Wait, where's my muffins? Let me just go. There we go. So currently I am painting the torso. Most likely there will not be many cuts in the video, so expect most of the video just to be me painting. Yeah. Okay, well, this is taking a while, so I'm gonna cut ahead in the video, and I will see you when it is done. Hello everyone, we are back, and next we'll be painting the legs. So, as you can see on the Generation Select version at least, the upper legs are actually black and the waist is also black. So, we'll fix that. So, first, we're going to remove the torso and we're going to start painting the waist and the legs. So, for the leg paint, I'm using Deco Art acrylic paint black. Okay, wait. So you got the torso right there. I still have to paint the details on, but I will do that later on in the painting process. And with this, if you notice on the actual figure, the legs are actually black, so we will be fixing that. Get a paintbrush to make it easier. Okay, I literally found a thinner paintbrush. I think this is it. So we'll just get the paintbrush and we can start with the legs, because on the Generation Select version at least, these are black. I'll just check some. Okay, yeah. So most versions, the legs are black. Most, if not all, versions. And the waist is also fully black as well. So I'm going to do that as well. Then I will paint that. So got that, and then for the knees, I'm gonna leave them as red for the knees, and then now to paint the arms. So I'll be right back. Then we will paint the arms. Alright everyone, we are back, and now we'll paint the arms. So looking at the reference, there is a black square on the arms. So let's paint that as well. So we'll get the paint and we'll just then use the pen tool to trace out a nice little rectangle or square shape to paint on the arms, and we'll repeat that twice. Okay, so now we have that, and next we'll paint the head. Okay, so we'll put the black paint away. Make sure to close up the lid and move on to the head. So with the head, it has some added details like some light blue and some silver. So for the blue, I'll be using Craft Smart multi-surface acrylic paint in Tide Pool. That is a weird name. Yes. Get the pen tool. So for this paint, we'll just be doing a quick thing on the side of the head, and about here. Now, also something else, if you mess up, well, so also something else, something else, if you mess up while doing this, if you use a toothpick, you can also scratch away any mistakes that you made. So, next, to paint the details on the torso, because the torso looks to be about dry. So, let's paint some details on the torso. So, first thing is painting the silver onto the bumper, and the other thing. So for the silver paint I'll be using is Deco Art acrylic paint in Silver Morning. That's the paint I'll be using for silver. So you can take the paint, take the thing, and paint it silver. So I'm just going to paint it silver, just to hopefully add a bit more details to it. And most of the art tools you can find at any craft store. At any craft store, wherever you live. Like Staples. So now the silver will help kind of add a nice like kind of detail to it, and will make it look much more nicer. Then as for what stuff we will still have to do, we will still have to paint the details and finish painting the details, and then put everything together. And no, I will not show the finished product in another video. I will show it off in this video. So that is that part done. Next, we'll be doing the part above the front bumper, which is this part, which is silver, but I will make sure not to paint the lights, because on the original figure, the lights are blue. And obviously I would like to paint that. Now, for this part, you may need a very thin tool, like a toothpick, for example. You will probably most likely need a toothpick for a lot of small, very small detail painting. You will most likely need a toothpick for. So, if you have one on hand, that is great. So it's very difficult to paint the on here. And also, if you do accidentally paint over the lights, because how it looks, you'll be able to see them still on the figure. So you can easily put whatever color lights you want onto this. So you just finish up getting the front bumper part painted. Okay, then I will most likely let everything dry, then we can reassemble it. So, I will see you then. Hello everyone, we are back, and after some quick off-camera painting, we are finished with the custom. Great! So, let's assemble it. So, first, we have the legs. Then, we take the torso. Put it on. Get the arms. Put them on. Then shake the head. Stick it on. And and here we have the finished figure. Artfire. Nice, brother. The plant looks really good. Thank you. Now, so some other stuff. So some other stuff you can do when painting a custom Blokees figure is something I suggest buying a gloss or matte clear coat. If you are wondering what I used for it, I used the Deco Art Dark Clear Matte Varnish. And as for paints I used the Deco Art Acrylic Paint Black, Craftsmart Multi-Surface Premium Ultra Bright Acrylic Sapphire, Deco Art Acrylic Paint Silver Morning, and the Folk Art Matte Titanium White, and obviously the matte varnish to make the figure. And then as for tools I used, paintbrush, pin tool, and a toothpick. Now, taking a look at the figure, it is still the same. Now, there were no big changes to it in terms of figure wise, but if you want me to like make another video making another custom, there is some figure I'd like to customize. Okay, but taking a look at the figure, as you can see, he's got the white feet, which is something I did paint off camera. Also painted the head. You can see it is now silver. You got the chest, and you got the shoulders, and you got it all the way around, and he can also still have his no gun thingy. So yeah, that is basically it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe and comment on what custom should I do next. And also, if you want to see more custom Blokees videos, subscribe. I also do more than just custom Blokees, but like if you want to see more of that, make sure to subscribe. And with that, I will see you all next time. Bye.